sure if I have or not. I'd ask Captain Acree to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance this morning.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the April 8, 2019 meeting of the Shawnee County Board of Commissioners. My name is Bob Archer. I currently serve as chair of the commission and represent District 3 alongside Commissioner Bill Rippon, who represents District 1, and Commissioner Kevin Cook, who represents District 2. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. First item of business, please.
First item is under unfinished business. Number 1, consider approval of resolution number 2019-17, appointing Jim Robinson and Bob Wright to the Shawnee County Solid Waste Management Committee, and for the committee to provide recommendations to the Board of County Commissioners.
We are considering this again. We had delayed the consideration of it. Commissioner Cook had some inquiries about the financial impact that this resolution would cause, and Betty Griner has provided some information that I think will clarify things. So if you would summarize what your findings are, Betty.
Yes. Betty Griner, Director of Administrative Services. I did look into the salary that we are currently paying to the Director of Public Works and Solid Waste. And what I did find was the current salary is comparable to a Public Works Director as determined by the CBIZ comp study that we had done back in 2015. Back in 2015, preliminarily, CBIZ had given us a salary range for just a Public Works Director. We had then consulted with them, and it had added some additional amount to Tom Block's salary because he was director for both. But by applying a 1% COLA per year since that time, Kurt's salary is just right within the range of the 50th percentile for that position. Angela Lewis, our HR director, had also done some research and found that his salary lined up with the salary range for that position on Glassdoor on the internet. Two other comments I had. As we all know, Tom Flanagan is planning his retirement, and Kurt is going to be required to spend more time on Public Works during that transition time, and so the allocation of his time for solid waste would probably go down during that point in time anyway, and Tom's replacement will probably come in at a lower salary than Tom's, as well as, since he is a CAPERS retiree, we pay a large amount in his benefits for any amount that he earns over $25,000. So that will help offset some of the additional costs for Kurt's salary in the Public Works area. And I think that's pretty much what my findings were. If you have any questions, I'll try to address those.
Well, there's other costs allocated to solid waste from the general fund. I think there's IT, HR,
yes.
Administrative expenses, and from what I recall, those are due for a new allocation analysis, if I'm
Yes, we
not
do
mistaken.
have a company that comes in and actually does a study of those indirect costs, and of all of the indirect costs that they get the benefit of, everything from accounts payable that the clerk's office does, payroll, audit finance, IT, as you mentioned. And it is time for us to do that. We will be contacting them shortly for a new study to see exactly what those indirect costs should be. And that cost is paid by solid waste and transferred to the general fund.
Okay, and from what I recall, it's about $500,000 per year. And solid waste is a $10 or $12 million business, essentially.
Yes, yes, it is an enterprise fund, so it is completely separate.
Right.
A self-supporting fund from fees
Okay.
from their customers.
Okay. Are there other questions for Betty? Commissioner Cook?
Maybe just as a discussion amongst the commission, it would be my hope that as we have reduced the points of contact and the chain of command, that the reporting structure remain the same, that the Director of Solid Waste would report to Public Works Director. He currently oversees the Planning Department as a point of contact, and I would hope that that would then still be the intent of the commission to reduce or keep at the same point the points of contact and chains of command. And much in the same way that IT and different departments report to Audit Finance, and if that would be acceptable to the commission.
Commissioner?
I have no comment on it.
Okay. The Solid Waste Committee recommended that it be carved out as a position that would report directly to the commission. I know we've consolidated because I think when we first came on the commission, we had 18 or 20 direct reports. I think we're down to 6 or 7 now, and that was it's been pretty dramatic, the reorganization that we've accomplished.
And Commissioner, I might add,
Yes.
I have spoken with Mr. Niehaus regarding that reporting ability, and he's indicated to me that he thought that that would be acceptable to him
Okay.
as a supervisionary role, just to make sure that it is running properly, given that they do coordinate out of the same space and working in the same location.
Okay. Do you have comments, Kurt? Come on up. Glad I caught you unawares.
That's all right. Kurt Niehaus, Director of Public Works and Solid Waste. It's fine with me. If you would like me to provide a continuous oversight of Public Works, and solid waste.
Right.
You would still hire directors, my understanding,
Yes.
and then I would just provide the oversight services that I provide planning presently.
Okay. Actually, you would be hiring a solid waste director.
Well, if that's
Yes.
what you prefer.
Well, I mean, if they're going to report to you, you're going to hire that person.
Okay.
And that would be, I think we can agree to do this. I will point out that you're going to have a plate full with Tom Flanagan leaving, Southeast 29th Street project, rough winter for our roads and bridges. So it's going to be a very tough assignment, I think, for you. But if that's agreeable, then we can move forward. Yes, Commissioner Cook.
I think that if we look at continuity of service, again, not having a new solid waste director coming in and going in a completely opposite direction, it prevents siloism as people getting in their own little zone. It does produce cooperation and help the taxpayers. And so,
Okay.
again, I think those are, and Kurt is well capable, I think, to be able to just provide that oversight to make sure that they're not getting too far.
Okay.
Just one comment.
Yes.
As long as I don't have to provide the day-to-day
No.
supervision that I'm doing now, I think it'll be fine.
All right.
And that would not be the intent.
Okay. So we want to approve or adopt the resolution with the proviso that we will continue to have the solid waste director report through Public Works.
And I think the county councilor would be drafting additional memorandums and resolutions after this resolution that would be consistent with that intent.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Crowell, Shawnee County Councilor. Let's do this. When we hire a new director, let's make it clear through that process who he or she would be reporting to at that point in time, and clarify that's the structure that you want.
Okay.
And that way we'll have it clear in the record. We have today's discussion, and when we do that, we'll make sure the reporting structure is clear, and I think that will solve the issue.
Okay. Obviously, we need to get that job posted today. And Thank you. Yes, Commissioner.
If we're going to post the job, typically we would have job postings come through by formal action of the board as setting a salary. Would that then be the intent of the commission to have that again, or are we going to take that up right now as setting a salary so that Angela can get started?
Well, I think we had salary range established under CBIZ, I assume.
Yes, we can pull the ranges from CBIZ. In anticipation of this, we got everything ready last time, so we are ready to go as long as you all approve the salary range.
Okay. Is that acceptable, Commissioner?
And what is the salary range that we are posting?
I do not have it in front of me, but I believe it starts at 80,000 and would depend on qualifications.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Does
acceptable.
that work? Okay. Do we have a motion?
You've been the yeoman on this. Why don't you go ahead?
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution with the changes that we've discussed on the record. Wish Kurt best of wishes. So that's a motion.
I'll second that.
Motion to adopt the resolution by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 3, consent agenda.
2 items on the consent agenda. Comments or questions?
Move for approval.
I'll second.
Motion made to approve the consent agenda by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye, opposed no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Under Equipment Fund, World Data Products, Inc., $20,675 is for network distribution switches. Under Elections Commissioner, Election Systems and Software LLC totaling $134,116 is for election software renewal and maintenance. As of April 5th, 2019, total vouchers $1,503,875.84, and I move that we approve the vouchers.
Second.
Motion made to approve the vouchers by Commissioner Rippon. Seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye, opposed no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye, opposed no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A3, consider approval of resolution number 2019-19 regarding the sale of enhanced cereal malt beverages within the unincorporated area of Shawnee County. And Commissioners, we had, as of April 1st, hard beer, enhanced, whatever you want to call it, beer, was able to be sold. And we are noting that in this resolution, plus with the various approvals for Parks and Rec to have their temporary permits, we really needed to have that in resolution form. We have been working with Mr. Brazon. He has all the legal answers. He put it together for us, and it's necessary. We need to get this cleaned up so we knew exactly what to do when people were coming in and asking for different permits. And then when this April 1st thing came along with the different CMB, or the different beer, we wanted to make sure that there was a full explanation from my office, since we're the ones that had to process them.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Is there questions for Jonathan?
This brings us in line with state.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I'll move for approval.
I'll second.
Motion made to adopt the resolution by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye, opposed no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, Public Works Solid Waste. Number 1, consider approval of request to fill 3 vacant road maintenance positions at a salary including benefits of $43,658.48 prior to July 1st and $44,009.67 including benefits after July 1st of 2019.
Good morning again. Courtney House, Director of Public Works and Solid Waste. Yes, we have 3 vacancies. They've been, they're recent vacancies. All the individuals left to seek other forms of employment, greener pastures, as they say. And so we would like to fill these positions. Obviously, our district positions are important in the maintenance of our county roadways, and we like to see a full 7-person crew. And accomplishing these hirings will get us to that point.
Questions for the Public Works Director? I'll move to approve the request.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Kurt. Next item, please.
Item C, Parks and Recreation. Number 1, consider approval of a project budget of approximately $18,180 utilizing capital maintenance funds to replace the front doors of the Central Park Community Center and replacement of 2 basketball backboards and rims in the gym.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jess Rakestraw, Parks and Rec. As mentioned, this has multiple items for Central Park Community Center. The first is the replacement of the front door system. First and foremost, the reason it needs replaced is safety. It's the only set of doors in the community center that doesn't lock from the inside. Secondly, the doors are not very stable anymore. I think it's an old system, so it's a little flimsy, if you will, unfortunately, which is not a good word to use for a door. And some of the parts are no longer repairable. So I've contacted a few companies just to get their opinions, and the consensus was this whole system needs replaced. The second piece of this is replacing 2 existing backboards and rims in the gym that are in very poor condition. So be happy to answer any questions you've got.
Questions?
No questions.
I'll move for approval.
I'll second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
Item C2, consider approval of the annual noxious weed eradication progress report 2018 and the annual noxious weed management plan 2019 to be submitted to the Kansas Department of Agriculture, Plant Protection, and Weed Control.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Welborn, Supervisor, Weed Department. I'm seeking approval of the annual noxious weed report for 2018. Any questions I can answer for you?
Are there questions for John?
I don't have any.
I have no questions. I'll move that we approve.
Second.
Motion made to approve the annual noxious weed eradication progress report by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Good to see you. Thank you, John. Next item.
Item D, corrections. Number 1, consider approval of request for out-of-state travel for an employee to attend the National Law Enforcement Training Center annual training seminar in Kansas City, Missouri at a cost of $1,480 with funding from the DOC Training Fund.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eve Kendall, Department of Corrections. This person that we're sending to training, it's recertification. He's been the certified trainer for us for numerous years. And this is just a standard that we have to continue to meet, so we're asking for your approval. Stand for any questions you might have.
Questions for Eve?
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Eve. Next item, please.
Item E, Health Department. Number 1, consider approval of request to fill a vacant emergency preparedness and community outreach specialist position, range 15, step 1, at an annual salary including benefits of $62,350 with funding by the Kansas Department of Health and Environment Local Preparedness Grant.
Good morning, Commissioners. Craig Barnes, Health Department. Here in front of you today to ask for approval to fill our emergency preparedness community outreach position. It'll be soon vacant. We've had a resignation come in, and this is an opportunity to reduce any gaps that we might have in our preparedness activities in the community. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Dusty Nichols and Emergency Management. We have been able to partner with them to embed our EPCO specialists down in the emergency management Management Office a couple times a week here to reduce any barriers for communication and situational awareness to increase our ability to respond to any public health emergencies or events here in the community. So it's been a great partnership and really excited to, we're into, I think, week 2 of that. So it's excited to see where that goes. So.
Very good. Questions for Craig?
What type of background does it take for someone interested in a position like this?
Yeah, so we're looking for anybody who is really interested in preparedness activities. There could be a wide range of backgrounds. Someone who is well-versed in communication and can really network and communicate with community partners. That's a big part right there because as the local coordinator for this, this individual is going to need to be able to help us coordinate our ESF8, which is our essential support function for our index, which is public health. So in the case that we need to respond to an activity, this person has to help coordinate those resources. They also serve as the regional backup, so we're really looking for someone who is familiar with our community and is able to jump right in and do this work.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Additional questions?
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Good job, Craig. Next item, please.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
This is an opportunity for Craig and anyone else, department heads, or any member of the public to address the commission.
Good morning, Commissioners. Craig Barnes, Health Department. I should have walked back to my seat, got a couple more extra steps today. You know, it's Walk Kansas going on right now. But I did want to take the opportunity. Today's the big day. It's April 8th. This is our annual community conversation on the county health rankings. So we will be at the library today starting at 11:30, going till 1. We will have our Shawnee County Health Officer, Dr. Gianfranco Pizzino, doing an overview of the county health rankings again for 2019. But really, this is our opportunity to use this event, bring together a lot of our key stakeholders in the community, and use it as a call to action. So look at what are the next steps, what can we do to improve the health outcomes of our community. And so with this right now, we're going to be doing a little bit of an overview of the community health needs assessment that happened in late 2018, but we're going to be setting priorities and kind of using the stakeholders to identify what those needs are, setting the priorities for the next community health improvement plan. And so this is going to be the plan that's going to be the next 3 to 5 years of focusing on what those strategies and interventions are. So we're really looking forward to having a diverse group of stakeholders there, community partners, to help us identify what those needs are. In addition to that, as the Health Department, we are doing the inaugural Shawnee County Public Health Champion Awards as well this year. So this is an opportunity for us as a new award to recognize both an individual and an organization that are making major impacts on improving the health here of the Topeka and Shawnee County community. So really excited about that, and our director, Linda Oakes, will be presenting that award today at the ceremony, or at the event. So any questions from the commissioners today?
It is a call to action. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is. And I look forward to the meeting today.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you.
Linda.
Good morning, Commissioners. Angela Lewis with Human Resources. This Wednesday, April 10th, we are going to have a hiring fair for Shawnee County here at the courthouse in the basement. We have lots of open positions, and we're looking to get them filled as soon as possible. Be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Questions?
Thank you.
And when is that going to be again?
It's going to be Wednesday here at the courthouse from 2 to 5.
2 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you.
Hopefully, solid waste guy will show up. Okay.
Betty Greiner, Director of Administrative Services, just to bring to your attention that it's budget time already. Budget packets have gone out to the departments, and they will be working on them. They will be due into my office on May 15th. We'll go to you as the commissioners on June 1, and then our budget hearings will start first part of July.
Okay. Thank you, Betty. Anyone else to address the commission this morning? Commissioner Cook?
I have nothing.
Commissioner Rippon, where you been?
Oh, okay. I went to a Go Topeka retreat And it's always good to go to those because you get to meet a lot of the stakeholders and some of the important people in this community to get their ideas and their opinions. And the main focus or topic was place and how place matters in the economic development of the community. So it was a good retreat, and I enjoyed it. Also, I helped the Gage Park Memorial Organization install some bricks at Gage Park. We put in probably 25 bricks with family members out there at Gage, and it's always a good event to do that. And but the best thing was the kickoff for Tulip Time at Ted Inslee Garden, and I got to crown the Tulip Queen, Reagan Sykes. She's a sophomore out at Washburn Rural High School. And Ted Inslee, Commissioner Ted Inslee was there for the coronation. It was a good event. Not many tulips blooming yet, but a few more warm days and it should be great. So, but that was it.
I don't have anything other than to say to Commissioner Rippon, thank you for your being so active, and thank you for your enthusiasm. It's, I think it's rubbing off on me. I appreciate it. Next item, please.
Item 6, executive session.
There's not a need for an executive session, so we're officially adjourned. Thank you all